We also have with us Mahesh Palawat, Vice President of Skymet Weather, joining us live from New Delhi. Sir, thank you so much for joining us on this broadcast.
Thank you. Welcome.
Now, sir, to understand this better, could you please take us through the trajectory of Biparjoy, which is likely to make landfall between Kutch and Pakistan's Karachi today?
Until tomorrow morning, the cyclone was moving in a northwesterly direction, but now it has changed its track and it is moving in a northeasterly direction towards northwest parts of Kutch region. And landfall will be anytime soon by 4 p.m. The landfall process will start, or you can say commence by 4 p.m. and it will take another 2 to 3 hours for the eye of cyclone to move over the land. So all the process will take around 2.5 hours, and it is very near to coast. And landfall point is seen to be Nalia, or you can say bordering the Kutch and Pakistan, with a wind speed of 120 to 130 kilometer. And after making landfall, it will move over South Sindh and thereafter towards southwest Rajasthan as a depression. So the next 8 to 10 hours are very crucial because wind speed have already increased and torrential rains are on. And after the landfall, wind speed will die down gradually in next 2 to 3 hours, and they will be less than 100 kilometer per hour. But rain activities, because outer band or your southern band, peripheral band of clouds will continue to move in, giving heavy to very heavy downpour for at least next 3 to 4 hours. So after, say, midnight, the rain activities will intensify over Badin and adjoining parts of southeast Pakistan as well as southwest Rajasthan, like Sirohi, Pali, Nagaur, and Barmer, Jodhpur, Jaisalmer. Yeah.
Right, sir. That being said, and just for more clarity here, Biparjoy is expected to be devastating. How would you predict the impact of this? Also, how do you assess the measures that are in place, like the evacuations and for the safety of the people in these regions?
I see him already. The authorities are alert because trajectory was predicted well in advance, and now more than 74,000 people have been evacuated and low-lying areas is cleared, and storm surge is expected to inundate the low-lying areas, and the authorities are on alert, and there are relief camps, and people are also very much aware of the threat of this cyclone. That's why we do not expect any casualty in terms of human or the cattle. But yes, property damage cannot be ruled out. The uprooting of trees, kacha houses, asbestos sheet, tin shed, and the damage to communication and electric line, power failure, these will be there. But after the landfall, as the intensity of this particular cyclone will reduce rapidly due to cutoff of moisture, and it will be over land. So after, say, 10 or 11 p.m., the things will start improving. But as the cyclone will continue to make landfall until 8 p.m., therefore, the relief and rescue operation will take some more time. By morning tomorrow, the relief and rescue operation will be carried. But we do not expect any major casualty due to this cyclone.
All right, sir. Yeah. Also, just to bring this in, how would you assess the impact of climate change? Do you think it's played a role with regards to the intensity and the severity of such weather events?
Yes, we have seen that earlier the Bay of Bengal was more active in terms of cyclogenesis, but now since last 4 to 5 years, we have seen the sea surface temperature of Arabian Sea is also rising, and there are more intense and frequent cyclone formation over Arabian Sea as well. Most of the cyclone usually travel in northwesterly direction away from Indian coast towards sometimes over Oman, Yemen, and sometimes they recurve to Pakistan. But since last 2 to 3 years, we have seen Taukit cyclone, which traveled up to Gujarat and up as a low pressure area, it traveled up to Delhi and NCR. And now the intensity and frequency is increasing over Arabian Sea as well. And we can say that now recurvature is also more frequent. So in coming years, we can say the impact will be more over western coast of the country. As we have seen historically, the east coast of the country was more vulnerable, but now the Gujarat coast and Maharashtra coast as well as South Sindh will also be impacted by these frequent cyclones.
All right. Mr. Mahesh Palawat, thank you so much for joining us on this broadcast with your inputs and insights on this.
Thank you.
WION is now available in your country. Download the app now. Get all the news on the move.